Hey there drone fans, Rick here again from Drone Valley. In today's video, I'd like to show you a brand new accessory for your DJI RC controller that we've been testing for the last couple of weeks, and I think it's a really clever product that solves a few problems. Now the DJI RC is a brand new controller from DJI. It's their latest smart controller that was first released with the Mini 3 Pro drone. And that was the first drone that DJI actually sold in a couple of different packages. You could buy the drone on its own if you had a compatible controller like the RCN1. You could buy it with the standard controller, the RCN1, and you'd use your phone or a tablet with it, or you could buy it with this brand new smart controller. So you had a lot of choice there. But that was the drone it flew with. So when it was first released, I thought to myself, that's great that they're releasing a smart controller for the Mini 3 Pro. Wouldn't it be great if that smart controller worked with some other drones they've already released? Well, DJI was way out ahead of that and started releasing firmware updates that made this compatible with the Air 2S, with the Mavic 3, with the brand new Mini 3. So what you've got is a controller that can fly multiple drones. And I've always liked the smart controller like this because even though the RCN1 controller, the standard controller, works really well, you've got to have a phone that's compatible. You've got to keep track of a lot of different things. You've got to charge the phone, charge the controller. The phone has to be compatible with the application. You have to make sure you have the latest version of the application on the phone. You've got a cable to connect the two. So there's a lot of things that can go wrong when you head out there to fly. With a smart controller like this, you basically charge the controller, charge the drone, and just head out there and get up in the air in a couple of minutes. So I really like a smart controller. The challenge with a smart controller, though, is that there are a few things that worry me. For starters, the screen brightness. Now, the other smart controllers are about 1,000 nits. They're very, very bright. Most phones today are 1,000, 1,200 nits, so they're very, very bright in the sun. This one's about 700 nits, which is bright, but in direct sunlight, you really can't see it that well because there's a lot of reflections from the sun, there's a lot of washout on the screen. So what I find is on those really sunny days, which are the best days to fly, I'm under a tree someplace trying to find some shade to block out that sun from reflecting off the screen. So having something like a Sunhood that will give you a little shade over the top of it would be a really big benefit. Another concern I have is this screen right here. Even though I can put a protective covering on it, it can get scratched, it can get cracked if you've got it in a backpack or you've got it in a case where there are other things bouncing around. So I've always worried about scratching or cracking that display. Another concern are the joysticks, right? I mean, these are removable. You can definitely take them off, store them in the back, but I'm a lazy guy. I don't like taking joysticks off. And quite honestly, and I've said this before, when I take them off and I'm in a field of tall grass, invariably I'm going to drop one and then spend 2 hours trying to find it in the grass. So I leave them on the controller all the time. So what I was looking for was a Sunhood to protect that screen when I was out in bright sunlight. I was also looking for a controller protector that I could put on top of it to protect the screen and protect the joysticks when I put it away in my bag. And what we found was a combination unit that basically did everything in one. So essentially what you've got here is a screen protector, a joystick protector, and it's a Sunhood. So you can open it up like this, and it gives you quite a bit of protection from the sun. There's actually two positions you can put it in. That one, which is all the way up, or even a little further down like that. Now that clicking is the plastic on the top of it, but I like the fact that I can use it when I'm out in the field. You can see my thumbs hit those joysticks perfectly. It's not blocking anything. It gives me plenty of sun reflective protection from above. It doesn't do a great job from the sides, but if you're careful to position it with the sun above you, it's gonna block like 90% of the screen. So it's really a combination unit that stays on your controller, which is another key thing. A lot of the other ones we found out there, and we tested a lot of different Sunhoods, were these kind of like, I don't know, these Frankenstein projects where it's like a Rube Goldberg thing where you put a bracket on and you got to screw things in, you got to attach it, and it's all kind of wonky. With this one, it stays on the controller all the time. You don't have to take it off. It's lightweight, it's plastic, it's high impact, so it just gets the job done. And to install it on the controller, it couldn't be easier. You basically flip the controller over. On the back of the unit, you slide this up, and these two little holes down the bottom line up with the two holes in the back of the controller. And the kit includes a couple of screws. You basically put them through like this, just finger tighten them. And once they're tight, you're good to go. And the best part about it is it doesn't block anything. A lot of the Sunhoods out there really take over the controller, so you don't have access anymore to the ports on the bottom. You don't have access to the speaker up top. The antennas are blocked. With this one, everything is open. So once it's installed, you're good to go. Now, I would recommend, because it is plastic, that you don't just lift it from here, because you can see how that top moves away from the controller. I always put a finger here and then lift it this way, and it makes a click, so don't be afraid of the click. When you're opening it, that's the first position, that's the second position. And then you can just get out there and fly. So for me, again, being sort of a lazy guy, I don't really like spending a lot of time putting things together when I want to fly. I just want to get out there, power up my controller, power up my drone, make sure that I've done my pre-flight checking and I'm not going to hit a tree and there's no airplanes nearby and I'm not flying in an area where I shouldn't be flying. But once I'm done with that, I want to get up in the air. I don't want to spend 15 minutes putting a Sunhood together or dealing with a cover that I'm going to pop off and lose in the grass. These just get the job done, and I really think they did a great job of building them in. Now, as far as mounting these on the unit, again, I've got a lanyard kit on the bottom here. It's not impacting that. I can get at all my USB-C connections on the bottom for charging. I can even add the wireless microphone if I want. And it fits in the case. And here's a case for the smart controller that I use, because my other case, I've got the RCN1 in. There's no space in it for a smart controller, so this is a standalone smart controller case. And basically, it just fits in there and has no issues whatsoever with closing. So to me, it's one of those accessories that when we first got it in, I thought, well, okay, it kind of looks interesting. It's a great screen protector, but how good does the Sunhood really work? So we took it out on some really, really bright days, and I'll tell you, it does a great job. It's not perfect, but it's like 85–90% of the screen is blocked, and I can see things a lot more clearly by having this in one of those two positions I just showed you. So that's pretty much it for today. It's a pretty simple product. Now again, anytime we find an accessory like this that we like and we recommend and we use ourselves, we bring it in, we put it up on the Drone Valley website so you guys can get a hold of it. You'll know you're getting the product I'm showing you here. We stand behind everything we sell. We ship the same day you place the order. We can get things to you incredibly quickly. We don't charge for shipping, so we're trying to do everything we can to test these accessories in the field, find things that we really like and really work well with the drones, and then offer them up to you so that you know you're getting a product you can trust. And again, if you ever have a question about anything we're presenting or you have problems with the unit, just drop us a line. We're going to be here to take care of it, and we stand behind everything we offer. And I've got links below if you're interested in this. You can go to the Drone Valley website. We have them up on Amazon as well if you'd rather buy from there. But I think it's a great product. It's not terribly expensive, which is another one of my bonuses, because I'm a cheapskate. I like things that are inexpensive but effective, and these just get the job done. So hopefully you found this review helpful. We appreciate all the support you've shown the channel. And again, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, happy flying.